EUMC, it's Pastor Dave. And next to me, you'll see Nancy.
Hi, it's me.
Nancy is the chair of our leadership team here at EUMC this year. And we have taken some time to take some information from our county, our conference, and our church to talk about steps forward in reopening in-person worship, but with some different expectations that you can expect when you join us, which we're hoping to reopen. When is that, Nancy?
The 14th, Valentine's Day.
That's next Sunday. So, Nancy, what are some of those things that we are expecting folks that will be joining us and from us as leaders and staff as well that we will be doing?
Do I have to wear this?
You do. You do. Nancy is referring to the mask that is on her face. The truth is that none of us want to wear them.
Absolutely not.
But here's the thing. If we want to gather safely and securely, and if we want to be able to worship and gather together and see people, we are asking you to wear a mask the entire time. Now, I know that might be a piece of contention. Am I wrong?
You're not wrong. And honestly, I've been thinking a lot about this. I hate these things. I don't like to wear them. I'm anti-mask almost. But I want to see people. I miss being around people. I have to wear it when I go certain places. I have to wear it at the doctor's office. People have to wear that at work. And I want to be with people, so I can do 45 minutes. 45 minutes?
45 minutes.
Okay. If you go an hour, I'll give you the 15 minutes, but okay. I can do that because I want to see you guys again. I want to be around you. So I don't like them. But a choice that I have is I can either stay at home and watch the videos and watch YouTube or Facebook, or I can be here and see you guys, and that's what I'm going to do. Like, I'll wear it because I want to be here. I'll put it on now too, even though it's suffocating me.
So, while it may be something we don't enjoy, the truth is, if we wear these for 2 years and we look absolutely silly, and they don't work, okay. But what if they do work? And have been? 45 minutes to an hour is all that we're asking. We're asking that you wear it throughout the entire building, the entire time, while you're seated, and as we gather.
What about when I want to sing?
What about when you want to sing, Nancy? So here's what we're saying for singing. We know that if we shout or belt or sing, odds are we're going to spit. Do you remember when we gathered before and I mentioned to you that spitting or not spitting will help save lives? It's true. We're advising, with guidance from our conference as well, that we won't sing full bravado. But as we're able to sit with masks on and talk to one another, we're probably able to do the same with a singing voice, just talking. Or if you don't feel comfortable with that, you can hum. That's okay too. But we know that by belting full out likens the opportunity for particles we're not able to see to come out more and fill the air. So that's what we're asking. Masks through the entire building when you sit down and as you leave.
I would guess most people don't sing really loud anyways because they don't like hearing their own voice. And God can hear us, whether we're singing loud or singing in a speaking voice.
God said make a joyful noise, not a skillful noise. It's true. So, masks throughout the building, and if we're singing, talking, or humming, whatever it may be. So, what about when we come in, Nancy?
Well, the conference has given us a really good suggestion, actually, on taking attendance. That way, if someone does get sick, we can go back and contact trace. I don't know if any of you have tried to do that. It's very difficult to do. But I think writing your name down when you come in the door with whoever's with you and your family, and I'll be honest, I would do that for you, but it's been a year since I've seen your face. And your kids are older, and I don't remember everybody's names anymore. And that actually makes me really sad. So you're gonna have to write your names down and sign in so that if someone needs that information, we can share that with them, just who was in the building at that time.
And we will be using the Main Street entrance, where there will be a clipboard and someone to be there with you so that you can sign in, and pens will be sanitized and all those good things. And then we're also going to use the elevator entrance where the same thing will be taking place. There will be a sign-in sheet, sanitized pen, someone there to meet you so that you're able to write your names down. And again, this is not to give it out so like a credit card company or something can call you. The goal is so that...
Or a car warranty company.
How many of you have received car warranty company calls recently? The truth is that we want to be able to have your name in case or in the event that we need to contact trace. And to be honest, it's just a safe practice because what it does is it lets us know who was here and to contain something so it doesn't get larger.
Right.
So
when you talked about the sanitized pens, how are we still going to have 2 services?
good question. So we are going to have 2 services. The first service will be a praise and worship service at 8:30. And when you come in, things will look a little different. The pews will be cut in half, places will be roped off.
Not literally cut in half, they'll be ribbons.
Fair enough. They will not be cut in half, but they will be a ribbon down the middle and ropes so that you have an idea of where to sit with your family, group, unit, whatever you'd like to call it. And then at 10:30, we're moving the traditional service from 10 o'clock to 10:30 to allow for the cleaning that needs to take place with our industrial sprayer and services and everything in between that gives us enough time to get the space cleaned up and ready to go for the second service.
It gives me a little extra time to sleep in.
It does. It does. But while we talk about that, normally we have Sunday school at the 10 o'clock, or running parallel with the 10 o'clock traditional service. With the 10:30 service and the month of February, we have decided to wait to have Sunday school.
Correct.
And Nancy, what are some of our reasons for that?
First of all, we're not sure who's going to be here. We'd love to see you all, but we also understand that some of you can't be in a crowd because of family members and health reasons, and that's okay. The other thing is that we need to talk to our Sunday school teachers, and we need to figure out the safest way to do Sunday school. Whether it is back in small groups, in individual rooms, or whether it's a large group. So we need some time yet to figure out Sunday school because we don't want to rush into anything. We don't want to put anybody at risk, but we want to reach as many kids as we can. So bring them to church with you. If you're coming back to a service, bring them with you. I realize keeping a mask on a child may be difficult, but do the best you can at that point because I don't even know what to say there.
That's okay. The truth is that we really want to see who will be here and how to plan for those people and save them. That's really the hope. So be looking forward to more information about that or for Sunday school in March. And then really, we just want to emphasize this. These are expectations that we have talked about, that we are expecting to be followed as we gather in this building and this space. There's a phrase that has been going around that has been really difficult, and lots of the phrases we're hearing these days have felt kind of worn out, I think, about how to keep people safe and all those sorts of things. This is what we're asking as a congregation in order to stay open, to be open, to see each other, and to do it the best way that we can safely, we believe, with protocols. With that, we also need to pay attention to what is happening here that being in person could change. And why is that, Nancy?
Because life changes. And we need to adjust. Whenever things are happening in our community, in the church, or in our conference, we have to pay attention to a lot of things. And you know that because you do that in your daily lives also. And we just want to let you know that we don't want to make changes any more than you want us to make changes. But sometimes it's necessary. Sometimes it's important. And sometimes it's the safest thing to do. So with that, we're going to pay attention. And not just pay attention, but check out the statistics and listen to what our conference is telling us. And we're going to pray, because it is not our job as a leadership team to just make a decision based on what somebody else is telling us to do. Our decisions are based on the recommendations that we're given and the time that we spend in prayer, deciding what's best for our family, what's best for our church family, what's best for the people that we want to see on Sunday morning.
Yeah. And above all, we know the past, we're coming up on a year of this in March. We know that there's been no foundation to stand on because things have changed daily. And to be honest, I just know that we're tired. But if it's one thing we can count on, it's that Jesus offers us the firmest foundation that we truly can stand on, that he remains the same with us, is on top of the water, calling us out to invitation so that we don't fall through as the person that we put our gaze on every single time, even in the midst of a crazy storm of changing decisions, situations and structures, school, church, everywhere. Everything has changed. But Jesus has not. So here's what we are asking. We expect what we shared with you to be followed as we gather as a church. And if you have questions and concerns about that, I am free to talk. Nancy is free to receive it as well. You can call the office, you can email me or her if you have questions about anything that was shared here. That's okay. But this is what we're expecting as a congregation, as we gather, to be able to gather safely. So I'm thankful for your hearts and your willingness. I'm thankful to be your pastor. I'm thankful that Nancy is willing to help lead or chair our leadership team as we do everything in our power to love people well. Because that's what we're called to do as a church. So, go in grace, go in peace. Know that we both care about you dearly, and we are excited for what it looks like to gather safely together.
And to see you on Sunday.
Amen.
Amen.